starting off with the vision and mission. I mean, this does start to sound a little bit corporate. You hear a lot of big organizations that have their visions and their missions and their corporate brand identities, and they do that for a reason, and that's why we're talking about it now. But it doesn't need to become overly complicated or overly formal. Really, what this is about is having something that really gets you passionate, and you kind of want to wake up in the morning and look forward to working towards that vision and get cracking with your mission. So to put that into a bit of a context, I would say that as I was growing up, I had no idea that the things I maybe really enjoyed or didn't enjoy so much. I guess that's the point of teenage years and even early 20s, is about exploring and working out what things are good and bad for you. But I know that one thing I always thought at that point was that I didn't want to work in the disability field, because I think in a way it felt a bit cliche that here I am in a wheelchair, and so my job has to be something about being or working with disabled people. But I guess there's a bit of pragmatism. After university, I got a job with Scope, the charity, as an employee, and I think, you know, it made sense to have someone that was willing to support me in overcoming the other difficulties I had to find with housing and care and equipment, as we were talking about earlier on. But as time went on in that job, I suppose it just taught me about the difficulties disabled people are facing beyond my own, and so I started to get really, really impassioned about it. But maybe the job I was doing at Scope wasn't quite my calling either, and so bit by bit, and particularly when I started my blog, I started to realise that my vision was quite simply a world that was more accessible and inclusive for disabled people, and that kind of looking ahead at a vision really inspired me and gave me energy and passion. And then so the mission became about how to encourage and support and enable disabled people to be more ambitious and be more independent as well, but also how society can understand the barriers that are inherently existing with stares and attitudes and discrimination, and how kind of we can work with society to pull them down. So in the end, I've curated this kind of vision and mission that is all around inclusion, and that in a way has brought me here today to share the course with you, because I think not that you need to do the same thing about disability, but you will find something that really you want to work for or work and stand against, and in the end that's going to give you the power to go out and then get the right tools and the right plans and fuel you towards that fulfilling and competency that you can give to the world.